Going into the NFL preseason, a lot of teams have their guy at quarterback, or they're really close to figuring it out. But the one outlier in the league is the Cleveland Browns. They currently have 4 quarterbacks and still do not know which one is going to start for them once the regular season starts. They have Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. Personally, I would love to see Dillon Gabriel as the starter. Now this may be a weird take, but in this video I'm going to show you why I think Dillon Gabriel should be the starter by telling you his story, and maybe by the end of the video you'll feel the same way. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and let's get right into it. Dillon Gabriel was born on December 28th, 2000 in Mililani, Hawaii. His father played quarterback at the University of Hawaii, and his mother played college softball. Dillon played high school football at Mililani High School. Normally I would go in depth, like season by season stats for his high school years, but there really is not a ton of information I could find. So based on what the information I could find, his senior year, Dillon Gabriel threw for 3,754 yards and 38 touchdowns. He also won Gatorade High School Football Player of the Year in Hawaii, which is given to the best high school player in the state of Hawaii each year. He finished his high school career with 9,948 yards passing and 105 touchdowns. He didn't win any state championships in high school, but he did get really close when he made it to the state championship game in his senior season, but lost. Dillon finished his high school career as a 3-star recruit and the 20th ranked pro-style quarterback in the class of 2019. He initially committed to play for Army, but after visits to the University of Central Florida, Georgia, and the University of Southern California, he decided to commit to the University of Central Florida. Dillon started the 2019 season as the backup to Brandon Wimbush. Wimbush started their first game of the season against Florida A&M, but Dillon got significant playing time in their 62-0 win over Florida A&M. Dillon impressed so much that he got to start the rest of the season. In the 2019 season, UCF went on to have a 9-3 record in the regular season before winning the Gasparilla Bowl against Marshall 48-25. Dillon was also the MVP of that Gasparilla Bowl. Dillon finished his first season of college football with 236 completed passes out of 398 with 3,652 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He also ran the ball 71 times for 78 yards and 4 touchdowns. In the 2020 season, Dillon Gabriel started all 10 games. In the regular season, UCF went 6-3 and made it to the Boca Raton Bowl, where they lost 23-49 to BYU. That season, Dillon completed 248 of 413 passes for 3,570 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He also ran 72 times for 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was also selected to the second team All-AAC. Because of how bizarre the 2020 season was, everybody who played that season got an extra year of eligibility, including Dillon. During the 2021 season, Dillon started out strong. He led them to a 36-31 win against Boise State and a 63-14 win over Bethune-Cookman. However, things took a turn for the worse when they not only lost 42-35 against Louisville, but Dillon also suffered a broken left clavicle, also known as the collarbone, which caused him to miss the rest of the season. Mikey King took over for the rest of the season. As a team, UCF finished the regular season with a 8-4 record and won yet another Gasparilla Bowl, this time winning 29-17 against Florida. Dillon finished that season with 70 completed passes out of 102 with 814 yards and 9 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He also ran 24 times for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Because of his injury, Dillon was able to medically redshirt, which gave him another year of eligibility. After the season, Dillon entered the transfer portal, where initially he decided to transfer to UCLA, but a few weeks later he changed his mind and decided to transfer to Oklahoma to not only join his former offensive coordinator Jeff Lebby, but also to join a Power 5 school. The 2022 season started out really well for Dillon. They won 3 straight games, but unfortunately, after their third win of the season, things started to go downhill. They lost 41-34 against Kansas State, then they lost 55-24 against TCU. And to make matters worse, Dillon suffered a concussion which caused him to miss their next game against Texas. This is where things really hit rock bottom for that season, when Davis Bevel took over as the starter and they lost 49-0 against Texas. Luckily, when Dillon returned, they bounced back pretty quickly as they won the next 2 games. Then they lost the next 2. They won their last home game of the season against Oklahoma State 28-13 before losing the regular season finale against Texas Tech 51-48 in overtime. They finished the regular season 6-6 and made it to the Cheez-It Bowl against Florida State. In that game, they lost 35-32. In the 2022 season, Dillon completed 230 of his 367 passes for 3,168 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He also ran the ball 89 times for 315 yards and 6 touchdowns. He also won a few awards this season, as he was selected to the second team All Big 12 and was selected Big 12 Offensive Newcomer of the Year. Dillon had an incredible season in the 2023 season. He led Oklahoma to 7 straight wins to start the season. Ultimately, they did end up losing a few games, and Dillon suffered a head injury in their 31-24 win over BYU, but they finished the regular season with a 10-2 record. The injury also did not affect his availability in any other games. This allowed Oklahoma to make it to the Alamo Bowl against Arizona, where they ultimately lost 38-24, but Dillon didn't play in that game because before that game, Dillon decided to enter the transfer portal, and less than a week later, Dillon decided to commit to Oregon. According to Dillon himself, the main reasons he transferred to Oregon was because he wanted to compete for a national championship and he wanted to play for a program that was closer to home. After the season, Dillon was selected to the first team All Big 12. In the 2023 season, Dillon completed 266 of his 384 passes for 3,660 yards with 30 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He also ran the ball 93 times for 373 yards and 12 touchdowns. Oregon was the perfect fit for Dillon as he led them to a 12-0 regular season before going on to win the Big Ten championship 45-37 against Penn State. However, things did not go to plan in the college football playoff when they lost 41-21 in the Rose Bowl against Ohio State. In the 2024 season, Dillon had by far his best season as he completed 326 out of 447 passes for 3,857 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He also ran the ball 75 times for 149 yards and 7 touchdowns. Dillon won a lot of awards and broke a couple records as well this season. He was selected First Team All-American, Big Ten Most Valuable Player, Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year, Big Ten Quarterback of the Year, First Team All Big Ten, and he also broke the records for most career touchdown passes, which he tied with Case Keenum, most career touchdowns responsible for, and most career points responsible for. He's also played in more games than any other quarterback in college football history. He also finished third in Heisman Trophy voting. Dillon was also invited to play in the Reese's Senior Bowl, which is like the Pro Bowl but for college seniors. After his college career, he moved on to the NFL Combine, where, if you care about his stats, it was recorded that he had a height of 5 feet and 11 1/8 inches, a weight of 205 pounds, an arm length of 29 5/8 inches, and a hand span of 9 1/4 inches. These measurables got him drafted in the 3rd round of the 2025 NFL Draft, 94th overall by the Cleveland Browns. Also, this is unrelated, but I saw they rated Dillon Gabriel in Madden 26 a 66 overall, which I wouldn't have a problem with if they didn't rate Shedeur Sanders a 67 overall, even though Shedeur was drafted 2 rounds later. Like, the disrespect towards Dillon Gabriel is insane to me. Anyways, that's where we are now. I think Dillon Gabriel can be a really good player in the NFL. He played really well in college and he played a lot in college. And I think that experience will help him a lot in the NFL. As long as he's got a good team around him, it may not be immediate, but he definitely has the potential to be a starter. I know a lot of Browns fans think Shedeur is better, but there's a reason Shedeur fell to the 5th round and they drafted Dillon higher, and that's because of his experience and how good he was in college. It takes a special type of player to break all the records that Dillon did. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know a lot of you probably disagree with me, but I am open to hear your guys' opinions. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.